What's up, guys? Matt Brown here for thelines.com, playpicks.com. I'm going to talk to you about Thursday night football between the Falcons and the Panthers. You see right here on your screen, full written breakdown over at the Lines. Before we get going, as always, hit that subscribe button down below. Everything we do at the Lines is absolutely free, so you'll be the first to be notified of all that. Give us a thumbs up on this video, and then also let us know in the comments how you're going to play the game tonight. Really curious how you guys see this thing breaking down because, look, pretty two evenly matched teams whenever we really take a look at it here. On the injury side of things, Falcons defensive end Tack McKinley has been ruled out in this game. And of course, on the Panther side, no Christian McCaffrey this week. It looks like he'll be back next week. They're going to take that long 10-day break to make sure that he's good to go before he comes back. Left tackle Russell Okung also is doubtful for this game for the Panthers. So over here, let's take a look at DraftKings. We're sitting at 251.5, 125 on the money line. Panthers 110 on the Falcons. We're sitting at FanDuel at 251.5 as well, 130, 110 on the money line. And over here at William Hill, we're sitting at 251 flat. So if you want the over, you would come and play this over here at William Hill, 130, 110 on the splits there. I'll go ahead and if you want to read along a little bit. So the Panthers offense, look a little bit better than we thought. 0.5 net yards per play, which is actually 7th in the NFL. They're +2 in turnover differential. Shockingly, the Falcons are also +2 in turnover differential. You would think that they were the ones turning the ball over more than their opponents, but that's actually not the case. Their net yards per play, though, is -1, which is actually 30th in the league. So that tells you about their defense. But let's start on the offensive side of things. The Falcons, I think, have this perception that they have a much better offense maybe than they really do. 23rd overall, according to DVOA. Their pass is 18th, and their run is 30th. If you look at their blocking statistics from Pro Football Focus, pass blocking is 19th, run blocking is 22nd. Their yards per play is 5.7, which is 0.4 yards smaller than what the Panthers is, which comes in at 6.1. So this offense for the Falcons, even though all these playmakers and Matt Ryan at quarterback and all that, has not actually really been performing all that well so far. It just lets you know that it's a bunch of garbage time stuff that's been happening with this team because they get down so much that defenses play soft and they get some garbage time scores and yardage and stuff. So on the Panther side, though, have been surprisingly good. And I think maybe this has flown a little bit under the radar. They actually have the 10th overall rated offense, according to DVOA, which puts them at 10th in pass and 17th in run. So a little bit better. Now their blocking grades are are below at least league average. Pass blocking 20th, run blocking 19th. So not really anything to write home about there on the blocking statistics. But again, like I said, their yards per play 6.1, which is way, way better than what you're getting over on the Falcon side of things. I'll scroll if you want to continue to read along here. On the defensive side of the ball, this is where this game gets dicey, right? Because both of these defenses are not very good. Falcons are 27th overall DVOA. The Panthers are 23rd overall DVOA. But they are kind of constructed a little bit differently, which I think which has a little bit of an edge maybe to one of the teams over the other. So the pass defense DVOA for the Falcons, 31st, where the pass defense DVOA for the Panthers is 17th. Run defense for the Falcons is actually really good at 7th overall DVOA. That's really good. And if you look at Pro Football Focus, they back it up as well with some of these statistics. But the Panthers run defense 28th in the league. Both teams rushing the passer fairly decently in the upper third of the league as far as pass rush, which I think maybe is flown a little bit under the radar. But again, Tack McKinley out for the Falcons. And then the coverage grade on both of these guys is in the bottom half of the league. 21st for the Falcons, 19th for the Panthers. So if we take a look here, let's start out with the over-under and how we would go about this. So let's make a case for the over. The case for the over is, look, two bad defenses. And even though the Falcons' offense hasn't been incredibly efficient so far this season, we know what they're built Like, we know how that they're built. I mean, they got Matt Ryan at quarterback, who is on the other side of, is on the downside of his career for sure, but still, you got Matt Ryan at quarterback, so you have a solid quarter. You got Todd Gurley at running back, who looks like he's at least, 85% of the Todd Gurley we used to know. You got Julio Jones, you got Calvin Ridley, you got Russell Gage in the slot. I mean, there's a lot of playmakers here to move the ball for the Falcons. And on the other side, the Carolina defense, not very good. Atlanta defense, not very good. And the Carolina offense, like I said, surprisingly grading out really, really well so far. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater's made a couple of just completely boneheaded plays where you kind of do the face palm. But other than that, I mean, the offense has been fairly efficient. So they should be able to score points on this Falcons team. And you would think, conversely, the Falcons will be able to come back on the other side. If you're looking at the under, I think a case for the under here is, like we said, the run defense for the Panthers is one of the worst in the league, 28th overall in the league. Could the Falcons possibly go run heavy in this game to really attack the weakness of the Panthers defense? While I don't necessarily think that's the case, I don't really know. I mean, listen, the Falcons at this point, Dan Quinn's been fired. Their interim staff in there is like, they could do anything, right? I mean, like, they're not stuck to any sort of pattern. They're not having to live up to any of the stuff that has been going on in the past either with this team. So maybe they look and they say, we have a real advantage on the ground. I mean, Pro Football Focus has the Panthers rush defense even worse. They're 31st according to them. So only one team is worse than the Panthers run defense. And so maybe we just see a ton of Todd Gurley that could lead to the under in this game, because the clock just keeps ticking the whole time. So if you're looking to play one of the other, those are at least the two scenarios here. I think that maybe we get to each side, either the over or the under on the player prop side of things. So let's take a look here, guys. Again, Christian McCaffrey's not going to play according to Adam Schefter, so don't waste your money on Christian McCaffrey props. But as we come down here, I actually have a pretty decent lean to the over on 280 for Teddy Bridgewater. And I know that number is high, and maybe is there possibility that we could find it? No, it's 282 at FanDuel, and it is player props. We'll go down here and we can see Teddy Bridgewater. Boy, they do not have a very good way to find what you're looking for. Teddy Bridgewater. Okay, so it's 282 at William Hill as well. So the best number is over here at DraftKings at 280. That said, it's a little bit juiced, so it really depends. I mean, the 2 yards, and you're paying 8 cents less. So maybe you just go over here at FanDuel. But anyway, regardless, I have a lean. My projections, it's not a huge edge. Coming in at 291. So it's 9 yards if you go the 282. It is, 11 yards if you go the 280 and you pay the extra juice. But I think that this offense is pretty efficient, and I think they're going to be able to move the ball on this defense from the Falcons that really and truly, again, coverage ranked 21st according to Pro Football Focus, pass defense 31st according to DVOA. So the path of least resistance for this Panthers team should be through the air. I like Teddy Bridgewater on the over, and if that's the case, and if I like Teddy Bridgewater, a correlated play would be one of his receivers. I'm actually going to go DJ Moore on this one, the 67.5 on the over. It's kind of a toss up here, Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore. And if you believe that Robbie Anderson is the guy there, then, you're going to want to go over Robbie Anderson. I actually think DJ Moore is going to solidify himself a little bit better as the guy as we move forward throughout the rest of the second half of the season. We got to remember with this Panthers team, new head coach, new offensive coordinator. So they're still kind of getting everything in place here, finding their footing. And DJ Moore, I believe, is the better talent. And I believe, and that can probably show itself here in this. The other prop that I have in the account is over receptions on Julio Jones, which has now been juiced all the way to 167, which is unfortunate. If we head over here to, at least if we head over here to, it's 160 at least. It's not as bad as it is over here at over here at DraftKings. It's better at FanDuel. And let's see if we look here. Julio Jones props over here on receptions. Oh, okay, here we go. So William Hill's where you want to go. Over 5.5 at 135 at William Hill. So you can see the huge difference in why we preach all the time about having multiple accounts, because it can save you a ton of money and make you, which in turn makes you more money. So it's 135 at William Hill, where it's 167 over here on DraftKings. So I have the over 5.5 receptions for Julio Jones in this game. Again, they're going to be, I kind of have a feeling that this is going to be kind of a shootout type situation in this game. And Julio Jones, finally kind of healthy again, is going to get his. And I certainly like that we're saving so much money over here on William Hill at minus 135 on that one. As far as the game itself, guys, I already have in my account, it has dropped to 0.5 point. I already have a Falcons teaser with the over, just a same game parlay. I mean, same game teaser in this one. So I took the Falcons up to 8.5, and then the total down to, and it was at 51 at the time. So I took the total down to 45. Like I said, I expect a shootout in this game. I expect a track meet. I think the Falcons keep it within one score in this. And so basically I would have played this the same way either way that this went. If the Panthers were 2-point dogs, I would have played the Panthers in the teaser leg in the over. So it's not necessarily that I think the Falcons are going to win, as it is that I think that they're going to keep it within a score, that this game is kind of just going to be like a game where whoever has the ball last almost is the team that's going to win. If I had to play a side straight up, I would just go ahead and take the Panthers, because them winning by a field goal is fairly likely to me. Winning by a touchdown, it wouldn't surprise me in the least bit. But being able to get the Falcons with a teaser leg up through the 3, up through the 7, and again, I got it through the 8, but you can still get it to the 8 right now, which gives you some push equity in the whole thing. It's just it was too good of a teaser leg here for me to pass up in a game. Like I said, I think it's just going to be score, trading off back and forth here between these two teams. And I like the over in this one in a track meet type situation to go along with those player props that I mentioned as well. As always, guys, your full written breakdown over here, over on the lines. If you live in any legal jurisdiction, just go in, click on your state, and you will get the very best sign-up offers and bonuses that you can see, some even free money offers and whatnot. So just find your state, click on it, and have multiple accounts. Like I said, you want multiple accounts. We just saw right there the difference between the Julio 5.5 catch prop at DraftKings at 167 and William Hill at 135 is huge. It makes you more money whenever you can shop these lines and make sure that you're getting the best odds out there. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you don't mind, and then let us know in the comments how you are going to play Thursday Night Football. Good luck on all your bets.